This video is dedicated to my mom who just underwent 7 surgeries in a couple of weeks. She's back home now. She's recovering nicely. Got her appetite back. Believe she'll be just fine. I'm dedicating this one to her. I found this ribbon as a public domain on freesvg.org. If you don't know about freesvg.org, you should. Great stuff there. So I'm going to take this ribbon, turn it into an Inkstitch, the word survivor over it, curve that word. You can't really tell Inkscape to curve satin font text. So I'm going to show you how to do that manually. A little bit of a process, but it's not difficult. I'm going to change this ribbon up just a little bit from what it is now. When you go to freesvg.org, those SVGs are not designed for Inkstitch, so sometimes you have to do things to them to make it friendly for your embroidery machine. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to duplicate it. Nope. Undo that. Okay, first I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to duplicate it and drag the duplicate over out of the way. I'm going to take the remaining one, select all again, and I'm going to turn any of the stroke off so it ends up like that, and fill. Yeah, that's 2 or 3 separate pieces. I'm going to join them together with union. So now I have one piece here. I'm going to come over here to my extra one and select all of it, and I'm going to turn off fill. So this is not going to be conducive to Inkstitch. It's going to satin stitch over the top of a couple of lines twice. I don't want that. So that top layer I'm going to get rid of. And then these two, I'll just do these both at once. I'm going to make the stroke a little bigger. Let's go with an 8. Yeah. And then extensions, Inkstitch, satin tools, convert line to satin stitch. And then grab all that and drag it over the top. And turn snapping off so I can put it where I want it. Yeah, I believe that's right. Now for the missing piece, I'm just going to fill that in. I'm going to draw a line from here to here with control selected so it's straight and level. Hit enter. I'm going to go to the node tool. I'm going to select all, control A, and I'm going to add one to it, which will put it in the middle. Going to unselect those, select that middle one, and curve it up. Scroll in a little bit, drag that end down, drag that middle down a little. I'm going to make it a stroke of 8 to match the other two, and then go to Inkstitch, satin tools, convert line to satin, and basically do the same thing down here. Let's go in just a little bit. Push control so it's straight across. Go to the node select, control A to select all, put one in the middle. Unselect, select middle, round it off, drag it up. Make it a 8. And extensions, Inkstitch, satin tools, convert line to satin. So we will look at this and see how it looks before we go any further. I'm going to do a quick troubleshoot. Make sure everything's happy. What we got here? Rung does not intersect rail. Okay. Let's go back to our layer and delete that. Okay. What is going on here? I'm going to select all of that and delete. Yeah. I don't believe that needed to be there. I'm going to come over here and see if it's got the same kind of mess. Not quite as bad. Okay. That's probably all right. However, I do notice one thing. I need to make sure these come together. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be stitching over the top a little bit, but that should be okay. Let's see what troubleshoot says. Everything's good. Let's have a look at it real quick. Speed it up. Yeah, not bad. Let's see what realistic looks. Okay, I think I like it. So now I want a line, I want a curve. It starts about here, hit control button so it's straight, come all the way across. And same thing, control A. It's not what I wanted. Hit that line, now control A. Okay. Put one in the center, deselect, select center, make sure it's rounded, and curve up. Select the whole thing and pull it down. Want my survivor to be over the top of that. Extensions, Inkstitch, lettering. Survivor. You will be a survivor. And let's see what that Amita looks like. Survivor. Maybe. I want to see what Roma Nagusa. I like the Roma Nagusa. I'm going to go with Roma Nagusa. Okay, we need to make it a little smaller. So we're just going to shrink it. Doesn't always work to do this when you're working with satin stitches. Sometimes it doesn't like it. So if you resize it in that method, make sure you troubleshoot it. Okay, so we should be good. Now I can select each letter. And I'm going to drag each letter down. Click it twice to put your turn arrows on there, and we're going to turn it. And then the U. This is all pretty much just look at it and make it work. You can kind of see on the line there. The bad thing is, it's a complete and total guess. Well, you could count. I guess I could count to see how many letters there are. Start with the middle one. You could always do that. That one over just a hair. Okay, so I definitely have it too far that way. But I can fix that. We can fix that a little bit easier just by moving it over. Because we have our curve and then clicking again for the whole gadget. So much easier. Once you've got those letters on the right curve, you can just fix it like that. Not bad. Let's see what troubleshoot gives us. It's happy. And let's do a nice little visual. Oh, forgot to get rid of my guideline. Okay, let's get rid of that guideline. That's what we want. It wasn't supposed to stay there. All right. I'm actually going to take that lettering and zoom it up a little bit. One last troubleshoot. Do that anytime you resize a satin stitch font. And I'm going to do another visual, and I'm going to leave you on this visual. I do hope you got something out of this. You enjoyed watching it. I do thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you've subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.